Hello and welcome back to my channel. We've got a doozy of a request here today. This is a TXT guide requested by Alina, and this is their 2024 Ultimate Guide. It is an hour and 44 minutes long. Holy crap, I might have to do this in like 2 separate sittings, we will see. But I also don't recall if I've done a guide for them before. I might have years ago. I don't really remember, but we're gonna do another one regardless. So let's go. This is by Balmy Bear, by the way, a Beomgyu fan, I'm sure. Let's go.
1, 3, hey, we're right together!
Did it say Gen Z boys? They performed this song. Did they perform this song for Mama? I can't remember. Outside of B-sides, I think I'm pretty good on all title tracks.
TXT are a 5-member boy group from South Korea who debuted March 4th, 2019 under Big Hit Entertainment.
We've got voiceover.
The group's full name, Tomorrow by Together, refers to the dream of these 5 boys. Soobin, Yeonjun, Beomgyu, Taehyun, and Huening Kai, who have come together under one dream in hopes of building a new tomorrow. All 5 members of TXT trained as vocalists, dancers, and rappers. So unlike many K-pop groups, especially
yes. I'm almost positive we saw this specifically. Seems very familiar.
Dancers and rappers.
I feel like I remember those lights.
Many K-pop groups, especially at the time, TXT uniquely debuted with no set positions with the exception of Soobin as the leader.
I do feel like that's pretty common these days.
Diverse no-skip discography, and incredible performances. Tomorrow by Together has frequently been labeled by the media as the It Boys of Gen Z and the leaders of this new generation of K-pop. However, they have been on a journey to earn such titles.
1, 3, 안녕하세요. Tomorrow by Together.
TXT's debut in March 2019.
Wow, it's crazy to think it's been 5 years. What the hell?
Under Big Hit Entertainment, after the most successful act in K-pop history, BTS. Just to note before we continue, after a process of acquisition and rebranding in 2021.
Yeah, they were kind of amongst this whole big readjustment. And I had been wondering for so long, really for so very long, I was like, why is Big Hit not taking advantage of like the huge, like all that they have? And then COVID came and they certainly did. They certainly did. And now they kind of just run all of it. It really feels like sometimes.
Now falls under Big Hit Music, a subsidiary of HYBE Corporations. This simply means TXT are now under the same company as groups like ENHYPEN, New Jeans, 17 and others, but they, along with BTS and soloist Taehyun, remain as the only artists under the label of Big Hit Music. Since November 2018, when Big Hit announced their plans to debut a brand new boy group, anticipation and expectations for the debut of BTS's little brothers grew significantly.
Latest or Source or whatever name you want to use. They are the only ones alongside, like they just named with BTS and whatnot, that are under Big Hit.
TXT's anticipated debut song Crown reached an impressive 15.1 million views within its first 24 hours.
I don't know if I ever reacted to that before because I knew the song, so I just never did.
This record would hold for 4 years until TXT themselves were the first to surpass it with both of their 2023 comebacks.
The much better 2023 comeback.
TXT's debut EP, The Dream Chapter Star, performed equally well, peaking at #1 on both Korea's Circle Album Chart and Billboard's World Album Chart. The EP also debuted at 140 on the Billboard 200, making TXT the fastest K-pop group to chart on the Billboard 200.
I don't know that one.
While these numbers might suggest that TXT's careers started at an ultimate high, that is not entirely the reality. TXT's first comeback had to be delayed several times due to the members' ongoing health issues. While this might not appear to be a big deal, the K-pop industry is fast-paced and highly competitive.
Ain't it always?
So extended delays between releases can make it incredibly challenging to maintain momentum and relevance within the industry.
I really do want to try and pause this the least amount that I can because it is an hour and 44 minutes long, but there's so much to say about certain things like this of breaks of a year where many groups have done year-long hiatuses, like that can completely sink you. It really can. Once you're out of sight, out of mind for a long enough period of time, like you're dead. They have the benefit, they have certainly the privilege of being under HYBE and Big Hit. That's like, that is so much harder to really fall out of relevance kind of thing. For smaller groups, like a year, I mean, like I think of like groups like Wua and things like that, 1.5 year long hiatuses, that shit's hard to come back
for
from.
A rookie group like TXT. During this break period, it was clear that the members were worried that their fans would leave them. And while some fans did stay, unfortunately the members' worries became a reality, as many fans who were tired of waiting for a comeback withdrew their support.
I mean, you're just weird if you do that.
이번
You're
앨범
weird.
이름이 꿈의 장 매직이잖아요. 이름이 굉장히 잘 정해진 것 같다고
You didn't
생각을
make the
했어요.
music fast enough.
컴백이 딱 2번 정도 밀렸을 때 굉장히 큰일 났다고 생각을 했거든요. 사실 속으로
Wow,
굉장히
this performance
많이
is
불안하기도
sick.
했고 나중에 또 안 오면 어떡하지 생각을 많이 했는데 마법같이도 다시 돌아와 주셔서 너무 감사합니다.
When TXT were finally able to make a comeback, their fanbase started to grow again. However, this momentum would not last long as the COVID-19 pandemic placed distance between TXT and their
Yeah, and that was our summer MV, right? That was, I feel like, the MV that I've reacted to that I most missed the point on my first reaction. It was so obviously about COVID, and I feel like when I reacted to it, I didn't take it for that.
fans once again.
Very
While
funny.
support for TXT actually grew during this time, the pandemic's effects were felt by the members who began to experience the same worries that they had during their debut period hiatus. On top of that, they had to delay critical industry experiences like touring, which left them feeling unsatisfied and isolated once again.
You feel disconnected from fans when you don't get to tour for an extended period or do live performances. A lot of idols said that when they weren't performing in front of people.
저를 안 떠나게 잘 붙잡고 있고 싶어요.
Oh, this instrumental is pretty.
So while TXT's career may have started at an ultimate high, it was soon clouded by a sequence of uncertainty and doubt.
Trust fund baby.
Thankfully, these clouds have now parted, and TXT continues to reach new highs. However, the one thing that has perhaps impacted
wow, look at this
TXT's
drone
journey the
shot.
most
Holy
continues to this day.
crap, that's sick.
And that is the pressure and hate they got, and continue to get, for debuting as BTS's little brother group.
Yeah, this stuff is always every group is going to have these weirdos. There's so many of them. It's just, I don't really get too bothered by this. Of course, it's not me. I'm not the artist, but I think people should just take all of these, that whatever your group is to where you're seeing this happen, take it with a grain of salt, because like these people they're dead inside. They're husks of human beings. Like it just washes over me like nothing. They're going to sit and stay mad and be upset. I don't got time to deal with nerds. It's just,
그게
can't get too mad about that.
너무 불안하기도 하고 너무 부담이었어요. 사실 저희 정말
I'd rather take that energy and enjoy my group.
엔터테인먼트가 큰 날개를 달아준 게 사실이니까 그에 대해서 뭔가 아직 명백하게 증명한 게 없다 보니까 불안했는데
저희를 데뷔 때부터 사실
Hey,
사람들이
we
가질
watched
수
this
있는
too.
편견이 많을 수 있는 그룹이라고 저는 소문했고, 그리고
방탄 다음 나온 팀이니까.
네, 저희도 인정하는 부분이고, 근데 형들과
What I loved about this, we saw this probably like a month ago on Patreon and Fourth Wall. What I loved about this is Taehyun he was so well spoken throughout this, and voiced his, I guess, concerns just really, really well. Like, because of course, regardless of what everyone was saying there, yes, there is some cachet to like you are filling some really big shoes there, being BTS's little brother group kind of thing. Like it's just gonna happen. It's hard to remove yourself from that.
회사가 달아준 날개를 견디기 위해서는.
What many people don't know is that upon being accepted into
Meanwhile,
Big
you got
Hit,
someone getting hammered
TXT
behind
were
him.
completely unaware of the advantageous position and subsequent pressure they would experience as they became the first group to debut under Big Hit after BTS. Yeonjun, who was the first member of TXT to join Big Hit, joined the company in 2014, the year after BTS's debut, at a time when the company was still facing bankruptcy.
So we trained for 5 years.
The last member to join Big Hit, joined the company in 2016 before BTS even won their first grand prize.
This is interesting.
All 5 members of TXT took a chance on a relatively small company.
They were doing it
completely
before.
Unaware of the future success of their seniors and how this might consequently influence their own idol journeys. The members often speak of their time at Big Hit before it became the large-scale company it is today.
사람들이 이제 투모로우바이투게더 하면 방탄소년단, BTS의 동생. 뭐 그러면서 이제 많은 사람들이 쟤네들은 좋은 환경에서 이렇게 좋은 이렇게 시스템에서 일을 시작했겠네라고 하지만 나는 옆에서 봤던 사람 입장에서는 그렇지 않았고 그래서 8-8을 아는
That system was shit.
아티스트들은 너네랑 우리밖에 없겠죠.
맞아요. 진짜 이게 짠한 얘기인데 저희가 아무래도 저희는 뭐 알바도 뭐 못하고 돈이 있는 것도 아니고 그러다 보니까 저희 유정식당 올라가면은 사이다 그 뚱캔으로 하나 나오잖아요. 그거를 물이랑 해서 물을 반반 섞으면 맛이 좀 비슷하거든요.
Yeah, I remember him saying all this. It's so
그럼 좀
ridiculous.
많이 마실 수 있으니까.
들어올 땐 안 그랬는데 눈 떠보니 대기업 같아.
들어올 땐
So it honestly, in some ways, at least for the trainee period, it feels like you have all the negatives in some ways and none of the positives, because like they didn't have a lot available to them during those early years when BTS was just really getting successful, starting to blow up, because the company didn't have that to offer to them. Yet then when they debut, they have the expectation that they've always had that. Although once debut time came around, they for sure were getting support and the money was there to use on them, but the trainee period, very different.
보컬룸에 버섯 비어 있었는 거예요.
아 그거 마음 아파요. 처음에 그거 스펀지 조각인 줄 알았다고. 그 청소하는 건 줄 알았어.
멤버들 진짜 코찔찔일 때부터
Since they were
나왔잖아요.
babies.
아기 때부터 정말 물새는 연습실에서 다 같이
I always love hearing the crowd do their
온풍기 하나 의지하면서 자고.
Damn, that makes the company sound real bad.
얘네가 이제 다 커서 이 많은 사람들 앞에서 공연을 하고 멤버들한테 너무 자랑스럽고 고맙다고 얘기해주고 싶고요. 그리고 너무 고생 많았다 얘들아.
Because of the pressure and the intense trainee period spent together, the members have formed a close brotherhood, which is evident in their interactions and sibling-like dynamic.
평소에는 싫다 하다가도 누구 하나 아프면은 연락 5명에서 다 각방점에 다
You can already tell this guy is pretty well made.
다 힘들 때는 진짜 누구보다 제일 잘 챙겨주고 가족이 되는 그런 존재들이거든요.
멤버들을 수식할 만한 표현은 없는 것 같아요. 친구라고 하기에는 그 이상의 것이 있고 직장 동료라고 하기에는
Well, that's when groups are at their
이상의 것이
best,
있고,
where it just feels natural and they
가족이라고
feel
하기에는
like
키 큰 섞였고,
siblings.
소중하죠. 못 바꾸죠.
That's when that extra variety content is also so great.
다음 생에도 투바투 할 거지? 우리 멤버들 5명이 그대로 모이면은 저는 투바투 할래요.
Makes the emotional moments
Despite their
hit
amazing
harder
talent and hard
in the
work,
music
many
itself.
have unfortunately continued to hold prejudices against TXT, suggesting that their success only comes from them debuting as BTS's little brothers. And while there is no denying that TXT debuted at a privileged position,
I'm glad you
reducing
acknowledge
the
that.
entirety of the group's success over the past 5 years to privilege unfairly downplays their hard work, journey, and talent.
Yeah. It is not the cause of their success, nor is it like the only reason they're successful, you know?
In an interview with Variety, founder
Well
of
put.
Big Hit, Hitman Bang, explains TXT's situation well. I think the biggest difference is that BTS truly started from the bottom. People may think that TXT got really lucky and have an easy path, but they have the burden of meeting expectations that have been set. Rookies have a chance to grow and shine when they are still rookies, but TXT started on a higher level, so it's harder to showcase growth. Despite this, TXT is constantly proving how they can meet and exceed these expectations. Now almost 5 years on from debut, TXT are consistently surpassing their
Patricia and
debut
Jonathan.
records and making achievements that not only top their generation, but also place them amongst seniors from generations before. The members credit all these achievements to their biggest driving force, their fan base MOA, which stands for
Fandom.
Moments of Alwaysness.
That's what it stands for? I did not even know. Never discount what K-pop can somehow turn into a fandom name.
MOA
Moments
also
of
means
always.
together in Korean, as the members in MOA
That makes
are
a lot more
gathering
sense.
together to complete one dream. When turned on its side, MOA also becomes the number 304, which represents March 4th, TXT's
Alright.
debut date.
Now we're getting crazy.
TXT are constantly expressing their sincere love and appreciation for MOA, as the members say they are the only ones who truly understand and acknowledge their journey and hard work.
The gasoline to my fire.
사실 모아 분들 아니면은 아무것도 아니라고 생각을 해요.
Oh, is
이런
when he was
빛이
a
진짜
handful
우리
deep.
팬분들께서 만들어주신 거라 생각을 해요.
저한텐 멤버들도 있고 음악도 있고 여러 가지가 있지만 대신에 그건 확실해요. 결국에 저희를 완성시키는 거는 팬분들이다. 이 퍼즐 조각이 딱 완벽하게 들어맞는 거는 결국 팬분들이 없으면 있을 수
This is a great
없다고
show.
생각하기 때문에 결국 투모로우바이투게더 이름을 가치 있게 만들어주는 거는 무조건 모아드리기 때문에
Man, I'm so ignorant to their B-sides.
Ultimately, through TXT's hard work, talent, and ability to live up to expectations, they have proved themselves and created a
Oh shit, I feel like I recall people recommending they did a Tiny Desk.
distinguishable and unique image.
So they have
that
a particular,
separates
they
them
have a
from their
Tiny
senior
Desk
label
Korea?
associates. What can be said for sure is TXT are certainly a force to be reckoned with in this ever-growing and evolving K-pop scene, as they strive to create a better tomorrow.
Well, for
together.
sure, their tickets are way too expensive. That lets you know they are a force. They're coming here
Although
somewhat,
TXT's trainee period focused
but they're
predominantly on
going to be
hip-hop,
too expensive.
they have an incredibly diverse discography that differs greatly in genre, style, and concept.
Yeah, I don't, like, I know that song, but I don't know if I've seen the music video. I don't think I ever reacted to this one either because I knew it ahead of time. Banger. Banger. This was probably the first one I reacted to since starting my channel because that would make sense. I started in May of 2020, October. That was probably the first one. Great song. Goated. Goated. Oh, Goated 2.0. And then they started to lose me. They started to lose me here. I'm giving my thoughts so you know if you know you're new here possibly watching this guy, this is my trajectory of my feelings about them. I mean, it's still fun. Also don't really like this one that much. But then, ooh, we're back on track. Great song.
Despite these sonic differences, all of TXT's albums are connected through an overarching storyline of youth, which transforms their discography from merely a collection of songs into a real-life coming-of-age story.
Oh, we're gonna be doing lore.
This storytelling element of their music is highlighted as their discography is broken down into albums known as chapters.
See, I know this as the basic bit. I know this. I know that they're dedicated to different chapters. You have your chaos chapters and freeze, and I know that. But if we're talking about anything after that, whoever's hosting this video is about to tell me.
That speak
I'm new to
respectively
it.
to the evolving experiences and emotions within this core narrative. If you are interested in gaining a more in-depth understanding of TXT's discography, We have created a site that provides
Oh my
summaries of
God.
TXT's album chapters,
This person is
as well as
serious?
links to helpful context, analyses, and accurate English lyric translations.
Jesus.
This is linked in the description below.
That sounds like a whole
Unlike with
job.
their senior label mates, Big Hit has a clear and controlled vision for the narrative of TXT's discography, which has meant that in order to creatively contribute to their music, TXT has to compete with seasoned writers and producers from around the world.
Those feathers are funny looking.
Following different comebacks, the members have often told stories of how songs they have written have been temporarily dismissed by the company because they did not fit within the musical narrative of that chapter. While many might be disheartened by this, TXT are encouraged by Big Hit to keep these songs to one side for either their solo mixtapes or until they fit within the narrative of their group albums.
I agree with that. I like my albums to have a cohesive sound. I agree with it if it didn't fit, or maybe it'll fit a different album or a solo release like they said.
사실 이 곡에는 좀 각별한 애정이 있는데 제가 이 노래를 정말 저희 앨범에 담고 싶었지만 사실 원래 안 들어가는 그런 곡이었어요.
Sometimes it happens.
왠지 나중에 이거 믹스테이프로 그냥 따로 했었던 곡인데 다행히 우리 멤버들과 같이 부를 수 있게 돼서 너무 다행이고 멤버들이 모두 작사에 참여했습니다.
Despite Big Hit's strict vision for TXT's discography, there are still several TXT songs that are written by the members, which ensures that the coming-of-age story they are telling is reflective of their authentic voices and experiences. Only 7 months after debut, the youngest member, Kai, set the record for being the youngest idol to be registered under the Korean Music Copyright Association.
Do they
after he
produce
helped
at
write the
all, or
song
they
Roller Coaster
only
for their
write
first studio
like
album.
lyrics?
6
Do any of them
months
produce?
later, TXT became the youngest idol group to have all members as registered songwriters. With 53 songs in their current Korean discography, TXT's
Composing
writing
credits.
and composing credits as of March 2024 are Yeonjun with 25, Soobin with 11, Beomgyu also with 11, along with 3.
All of this is cool. When it comes to lyric credits, I will say this, and this can be very controversial. This can be very, because it always comes to some record of like, so-and-so has 90,000 writing credits on. If you are not the number one main lyricist of the song, like you wrote the most lyrics, you didn't just write a line, boom, yes, okay. If you're just like, you helped and you wrote, that's fine. But I'm really looking for it to be like, that's why I get excited for idol songs, where I'm like, oh shit, this is Minnie's song. Like she did this shit. She's the primary writer on this. I really care about if they were primary writers on a song. So if they were, that's what I'm interested in, for sure.
Credits.
That's what I'm
Taehyun with
definitely
20,
interested in.
And finally, Huening Kai with 17, as well as 1 producing credit.
That could be controversial, but that's just how I
Along
feel.
with the lyrical storyline that runs through their discography,
TXT
TXT has an
this
additional
thing.
storyline known as The Star Seekers, which is a fictional universe that runs through many of their music videos. Many of the themes present in TXT's
Hypen
universe
has
run parallel
theirs.
to the themes found within their discography-based
The Seraphim has
storyline.
their thing.
But the universe incorporates additional elements of magic and fantasy. Along with music videos, The Star Seekers also includes a short animation film and webtoon.
Oh, now this is the meat. Now we're getting into the meat. They were great for that.
Hi, my name is Huening Kai. I'm Soobin. Hi, my name is Yeonjun. Hi, I'm Beomgyu.
What was this?
Soobin. Soobin.
Oh my god. She's using the pronunciation YouTube channel. Smart, honestly. Smart.
Soobin.
The leader. MC of Music Bank. Holy shit, boy is tall. What? Dang. I mean, idols do be getting taller these days. I don't know what happened. They're all taking growth serum or something.
Soobin is unique in the sense that he is the only member of TXT who was not street cast. Instead, he applied to Big Hit through an email application.
Follow your
in
dreams.
the audition notice, it said the agency would call successful applicants within 1 to 2 weeks. However, Soobin did not hear back for several months. When he did finally hear back from Big Hit, Soobin questioned them about why it took so long for them to get back to him. They replied saying that he had written his number wrong on the application.
That's
So
funny.
they had spent the past few months trying to find his correct number. During this phone call, the casting manager asked Soobin to come in and audition in person later that week. But due to the short notice, Soobin felt extremely nervous and underprepared, which led him to forget the lyrics and choreography during his audition. However, thankfully, Big Hit saw his potential.
I have to imagine that that's a common occurrence.
Where he trained for
Young
3
kid
years
coming in
before
and
debuting as the
auditioning.
leader of Tomorrow by Together.
Skills.
Despite being tall, which can often make people look awkward and stiff when dancing, Soobin has great control over his body and is able to utilize
That's
his
why
long
I'm
limbs
such a good
to
dancer.
enhance
'Cause I'm
rather
only
than hinder his movements.
5'9". Ooh. Yeah. Honestly, though, everyone in TXT is a good dancer. Like, they're one of those performance groups. Hips. I know that song, but I've never seen the performance for it. Oh yeah, he has great energy. Holy shit. I've never heard that song in its entirety or seen the music video. There's such a big gap of BTS knowledge for me. Oh, I love this song so much. Like, even though it went more boy group for N-Team, I still love it. I just listened to it earlier today. This Tiny Desk performance looks really cool.
Soobin is known for his beautiful and controlled falsetto that has become a staple in TXT's discography.
You could tell just from that Skipping Stone song before. Wow, yeah. Oh, I love it. Iconic song. Berry of Shampoo? Ooh, I'm digging the synth that I'm hearing in this. Ooh. Yeah, when you highlight that falsetto, it stands out a lot. Oh, pause by mistake. Dude is sweating.
Soobin also has a strong and charming lower register too.
Ooh. Ah, Lollapalooza in 2022. Yes, yes, yes. The lineup is, I think Stray Kids are at this year.
In February 2024, Soobin released his first official solo cover, Forest by Choi Yuri.
I like being able to highlight all the members like this as well, because when it comes to vocals, TXT aren't really a group that, like, the vocal factor of TXT isn't one that stands out to me a lot. There's Taehyun, who is my favorite vocalist in this group. I love his voice, but like outside of that, I don't see them in my brain as like vocal group. I always picture them as like more for their dancing, more for their performance overall. That's what I highlight them for. So it's nice to see each member isolated for their vocals. Appreciate them more. Rap.
Despite all 5 members training as rappers during their hip-hop focused trainee period, TXT does not incorporate a lot of rap.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely don't
we are yet to hear their
associate
full
rap with them at all, even a little bit. Which is good. You don't need to force it. You don't need to force it. Have they covered all of BTS's discography?
안녕하세요, 수빈입니다.
Lovely leader.
아직 데뷔도 안 했는데 벌써부터 저희 응원해 주시는 팬분들이 너무 많아서 너무
대본장처럼 말을 잘한다.
그럼요. 이래서 제가 리더 아닙니까?
Many are often surprised to hear that Soobin is the leader of TXT,
Yeah.
as his soft, quieter personality and style of leadership differs from a lot of other K-pop leaders out there.
That's always
In
the way
fact,
with the
Soobin
soft
himself
leaders.
was surprised when he was unanimously voted as the leader by his members and all company staff, so much so that he questioned them about why. They replied saying that he seemed like a caring and supportive leader who would wait for his members to get back on their feet after they fall and continue on with them, rather than just thoughtlessly pulling them along.
저희 팀의 리더인데요. 좀 다른 팀의 리더들과는 약간의 재질이 다른 느낌이에요. 재질이 뭐랄까 서포트형 리더라고.
Yeah, every now and then you have the leader that's there as like really as the rock. They don't always need to be the one that is there to take the role of I'm the speaker now during this moment kind of thing where you see a lot of leaders go. But you just need to be that kind of shoulder to lean on for the group kind of deal, especially in a group that is going to be a bit more, like they said before, positionless and maybe see each other on equal footing in that way, that the leader that is more the overall supportive leader, the father or mother of the group, is always, you know, a great thing to have.
시대에 찾아보기 힘든 리더의 그런 정말 멋있는 모습이라고 저는 생각하거든요. 뭐 되게 좋은 성향의 리더라고 생각되는 게 멤버들을 일방적으로 이끌어 가려고 하지 않고 4명의 성격을 모두 고려해서 저희가 가장 최대한의 역량을 내뿜을 수 있도록 도와주는 서포트형 리더라고 생각해서 아주 리더십이 아주 투철한 형이라고 생각합니다.
The nudges.
저희를 휘어잡는 리더입니다. 네, 감사합니다.
저희 팀에 적합한 저희만을 위한 좀 리더라고 생각을 하고 정말로 이런 리더가 없다고 생각하거든요.
사실 막 큰 일을 하지 않아도 그냥 리더라는 자리 자체가 좀 무겁게 다가오고 부담감도 책임감도
Great choice of clips.
같이
10 out of 10 so far for this guide.
해서 막 다른 리더랑 힘든 건 없고 정말 그냥 5멤버 다 같이 있을 때가 전 제일 즐겁습니다.
나이가 어린데 리더 역할을 어른스럽게 하는 것 같아서
We're even throwing in fan calls here. Look at this.
너무 좋아. 항상 다른 사람을 배려해주는 행동이 너무 멋있고 멤버들 그리고 모아들 지켜줘서 너무 고마워.
Wow, successful fan. Successful fan right there. You could tell.
원래 제가 사람 많으면은 이제 약간 제가 알레르기가 있어요. 사람이 10명이나 모이면은 이제 말이 없어지고
I stopped being a person.
들어가면서 이제 좀 사람이 아니게 되는데 오늘 한 몇백 명을 만나면서 그냥 오늘 약간 인간이길 뽑.
Sometimes he reminds me of Minhyuk from B2B a little bit in the face. I don't think any of them got Minhyuk's yet. Not yet.
While Soobin is not the only introvert in TXT, his introversion is probably the most obvious and stereotypical,
just standing there
especially when placed in
awkward.
comparison
Yes,
to
I
his
agree.
members.
신나 보이네. 시끄러워.
Let it go, let it go.
Oh, these are great clips. He's just singing the entire time.
유일한 MBTI I.
Although Soobin is typically quieter and more reserved than his members, there are many instances where he gets equally, if not more, loud and chaotic.
Hey, you need that kind of balance in life. And they're excited to see those moments. Oh my god.
야 뭐야?
Holy shit, that room is huge. Full moon. I don't know what that was.
왜 저래?
이거 쓸 수 있어?
Yeah, also pretty common of the softer ones.
왜 무섭냐? 이 형 왜 이렇게 겁이 많아? CO2.
Classic weekly idol.
안 놀랐지. 어림도 없지. 내가 뭐 그런 거 갖고 놀랐겠어.
피지컬 게임이네요.
깜짝이야.
None of the rest of them weren't affected at all.
나만 놀라.
태연이 왔습니다. 오, 와, 깜짝이야. 와, 나 이거 와. 아니 티셔츠에 비친 프린트가 봤는데 누가 쉿하고 있는 거야. 귀신인 줄 알았네.
When were you ever scared of? He almost cursed. When were you ever scared of something on your own shirt?
이게 고민과 걱정이 많으면 좋을 때도 있는데 너무 이게 딥해지면 또 안 좋아요. 그래서 제가 가끔 진짜 너무 딥하게 갈 때가 있는데 수빈은 그냥 쿨하게 넘기는 타입이다 보니까 그런 게 너무 좋은 것 같아요. 그리고 또 뭐 되게 기분 나쁠 만한 것도
Killing the blue hair look.
저는 그냥 약간 저를 사랑해주는 사람한테 잘해주고 싶은 마음이 있는 거지 저를 미워하는 사람한테 저를 사랑해달라고 구걸하고 싶은 마음은 진짜 하나도 없어갖고 정말 저를 좋아해주는 사람 한정에서는 막 퍼주고 싶고 그런데
kind of what I was saying
저를 싫어하는
before.
사람한테 굳이 제가 막 그렇게 막 감정 소모를 하고 싶지 않아요. 선배님.
Why devote time to the people that are just obnoxious and annoying?
알려달라고요? 약간 다 그냥 그렇게 생각하면 되지 않을까요? 아 이런 루머와 헛소문이 돌아다니는 걸 보니 이게 다 내가 귀여운 탓인가 보다 이렇게 난 그런 짓 한 적 없는데 약간 그렇다고 왜곡된 사실이 자꾸 돌아다니네. 아 내가 귀여운 탓이다 이렇게 넘겨요. 왜냐면은
That's a good mindset to have.
이게 뭐랄까 어차피 나를 좋아해주는 사람은 그런 루머에 휘둘리지 않고 나를 믿어주고 나를 좋아해주고 나를 싫어하는 사람은 내가 아니라고 해명해도 그 루머를 어차피 믿을 거예요. 그래서 어차피 믿을 사람은 믿고 싫어할 사람은 싫어할 거니까.
Yep. And people that like devote effort and time to just kind of put that out there. Like Twitter is a cesspool for that stuff, especially K-pop Twitter just needs to be completely just pushed off a cliff. Those are just sad people. They're sad people. Or they're people that just haven't grown up yet. A lot of the time it's just people that they're just children and they haven't grown up yet.
너무 그렇게 신경 쓰기 제일 좋은 것 같아요, 진짜.
They'll look back later on and think that they're
소리를 들으면서
silly.
화내는 적이 하나도 없어요.
왜요?
제 성격 자체가 조금 기분 진짜 엄청 나빴다가도 한 5초
Putting an introvert on this show.
열심히 해야지. 약간.
굉장히 좋은 마인드.
나 근데 이 형 솔직해서 너무 좋아요.
솔직해?
저 이거 안무 너무 잘하는 것 같아요. 별론데? 라고 이렇게 나 이제 딱 노래 이렇게 딱 부르고 저 오늘
This also was probably great. Idol Next Door is very good.
아 진짜로? 저 우리 지금 오프닝 하고 있는데 내 MC 실력은 어때?
별론데? 명 MC야.
닉네임이 빅히트의
I can never remember who I've watched on that show outside of like Zero Base One.
저희도요.
조용히.
아니야.
이것 봐, 이게 부하분들이 좋아하는 멤버 실력 따라간다니까.
지금 우리 모아분들 게임 못한다는 거예요? 못해본데요?
제가 또 얼마나 속상했는데 잠 1시간 자는 게 얼마나 근데 같이 샤워할 순 없어요? 같이요? 왜 이렇게 놀라요? 같이요? 같이
I mean, this is creating
약간 연준이 형 내가 유독
delusional fans on Twitter for sure hearing stuff like that.
유독 좀 그러지 않냐? 되게 상쾌리 엄청 하지 마. 되게 하지 말라고. 알았어.
강요하지 마 계속.
아니 유독 그렇다니까.
Someone who likes to push the line a little bit, you know, the boundary.
왜 말하고 있어요? 여기 나왔으니까 궁금해하시는 것 같아요.
연준, 너 뚱뚱해. 저 안 뚱뚱해요.
연준이 형 몸무게 저랑 비슷해요. 여러분, 연준이 형이 뚱뚱한 거면은 거기까지예요. 여러분.
Stop there.
누가 말이에요? 다음 누구였어? 아니야. 이런 댓글 쓰실 때 자아성 촬영만 하고 쓰십시오, 여러분.
Yeah, you knew what he was gonna say. You could tell what he was gonna say, and he kind of said it in somewhat of a nicer, smoother way. That also just doesn't make any sense.
그건 많아. 역시.
너 아주 카리스마 있어.
Fanboy of the group themselves. Oh, look.
아 그래요?
MJ Star Diary.
어떤 애니메이션?
영지 애니메이션 봐?
아니요 안 봐요.
He's a weeb.
얘기해줘. 그래도 얘기해줘.
나 애니메이션 진짜 요즘 미쳐가지고 최근에 주술회전 극장판 봤는데 아니 이거는 봐야 돼. 방탄소년단의 최애는 진이다.
The guy who cuts my hair was recently going on about that last time.
실제로 스케줄이 겹쳤던 날 진이 수빈의 어깨를 만지고 인사하자 진의 손이 닿았던 곳에 얼어만지며 틀어맞고 이거 근데 글로만 보면 너무 약간 저를 변태같이 좀 내가 언제 봐 이러면서 저 어디 있어요?
여기다.
Oh my god, there's like 8 pals.
기반으로 썼네. 그렇네. 사실을 기반으로 썼어.
아 오케이 인정. 데뷔하기 잘했다 생각한 순간 너무 많아요. 너무 많은데 최근에 가장 처음에 느꼈던 거를 말하라 라고 하면은
This shit looks so cozy.
무슨 얘기를 할지 알 것 같아.
네, 아시다시피 저는 이제 카라 선배님들 이제 실제로 영접을 이제 했잖아요.
그쵸.
네, 마마 시상식에서 뵙고 이제 뭐 편지를 쓰는 네 기분이 너무 좋은 거예요. 내가 이 마음을 전할 수 있다는 게 너무 좋은 거예요.
While Soobin is known for being a fanboy, his loving nature and overall aura has attracted a collection of fans of his own.
Everyone loved him at the end of that during the dance battle portion where it was him, right? That stayed on super long.
입덕. 저는 수빈님 입덕했어요 지금. 너무 거의 어떤 느낌이냐면 표정이 너무
Yeah,
순수해서
he stayed on very long.
확 맑아지는 느낌이라고 해야 되나?
저도 느꼈어요. 느꼈어요. 지적하고 싶지가 않아요.
입덕이에요. 저건 사랑이에요.
그 전에 떨리는 첫 솔로 데뷔 에이핑크 김난주 씨 먼저 만나보겠습니다. 너무 귀여우시지?
귀여워서 미안해.
Sunghae grabbing him by the throat.
이러면서 이제 누구지? 나 수빈이 거 맞나? 아 잘하더라 수빈이. 이거 어떻게 하냐 이거를.
So he's someone that others fanboy over.
투바투 우리 수빈 씨
최근에 또 촬영하셨잖아요.
제가 최근에 수빈 씨랑 촬영을 한 번 했는데 너무 괜찮은 거야.
네, 사람이.
네, 같이 일하던 친구들이 다 약간 눈이 핫해.
I wonder if that was after
사람이 순수하고
the Game Caterers episode.
네, 재밌고 근데 성실함이 보여요.
맞아요.
딱 그 분의 포인트는 그 성실함이 딱 있더라고요. 그 몸 안에.
Wow, that was only one member. It was long, but it was all really good. All of this is very good. It doesn't feel like there's lots of filler yet. Now, of course, probably who... Yeah, I think... Are all these boys tall boys? In terms of K-pop, at least? Fennec Fox. That makes sense. Lived in San Jose. I didn't know that.
Yeonjun trained the longest out of the TXT members. Prior to his 4-year trainee period at Big Hit, Yeonjun was a trainee at Cube Entertainment. However, he eventually moved companies after being scouted by Big Hit on 2 separate occasions.
You gained freedom!
The first time he was scouted, he received a message on social media asking him whether he would audition for Big Hit.
Free from Cube!
Later on, he was also approached on the subway by a Big Hit casting agent who gave him her business card. Yeonjun was fascinated that 2 different people from Big Hit had reached out to cast him, so he decided to audition and was accepted into Big Hit's trainee program. After being accepted into Big Hit, Yeonjun earned himself the nickname Big Hit's legendary trainee because throughout his entire 4-year trainee period at the company, during his monthly
Consistently ranking
evaluations,
at the top.
he always placed first in every category: dance, vocal,
They talked about this during the what's it called?
and rap.
The SUGA show. Forget the name of it.
Yeonjun is an incredibly skillful and passionate dancer, which is evident whenever he performs. To use Taehyun's words, the most prominent strength of Yeonjun's dance is that it has no weaknesses.
Oh yeah. See, this is gonna be all amazing, but this is also something that I already know. He's a dancing powerhouse. Also, great camera work. Dang. This is another song that people talked up a lot that I haven't heard. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, one of those idols where just the way he moves is so seamless. Like
Yeonjun
flowing
also
water.
excels at freestyle dancing.
God, I can't imagine being this good at anything. Whoa.
Yeonjun is also known for his ability to flawlessly cover a number of K-pop dances. This is most evident in his commitment and execution of countless K-pop dance challenges.
So many familiar faces. Yeah, his whenever he'll appear on a challenge is always I keep seeing lots
in
of
July
Cheon.
2021, Yeonjun was chosen as Studio Choom's Artist of the Month.
We watched this.
I don't know if I could ever go without. Pull my trigger, let me blow.
Do they do? I feel like the last time I also asked this. Do they do this anymore? The Studio Choom Artist of the Month. I feel like it used to be a big thing, and now I just never hear about it.
For the 2022 Golden Disc Awards, the other members performed Yeonjun's Artist of the Month choreography alongside him.
Sick. Vocals.
Yeonjun has a very distinct vocal color that adds a unique flavor to TXT's music.
내가 안을 수 있게 손끝에 묻는 맺힌 미련을 던져
Everything I'm hearing of this song sounds really great. Especially this rendition. Ooh. I think we've seen this. Very familiar. During one of those It's Alive marathons. Wow. Wow, that was really good. That's their own Japanese track? Woo! Oh, his lower tone there sounds really great.
Yeonjun has released one official solo cover, Song Cry by August Alsina.
Whoa. Jesus. His legs are just noodles.
While TXT does not have a lot of rap-heavy songs, Yeonjun is the member that raps
This is just reminding me of the Leniverse episode where Seraphim's running through these hallways.
the most.
Oh, this is sick. God, this song is so good. I feel like everyone in this group has acceptable rapping skills. They have acceptable K-pop rapping skills. No one's a rapper in this group. There's no true rapper. And that's fine. Kuma is not a song that I come back to very much. Probably one of the longer rap verses for them now. I mean, maybe it goes to show, though, a lot of the songs that have more rapping in it are the ones of theirs that I return to way less.
Yo, what up, 뭐야? Yo, what up? 연준이가 왔습니다.
I have a greater grasp on his personality, definitely.
자, 연준하면 생각나는 거.
He's for sure because the one that stands out the most, I would say, for most initial fans, that most would assume that he is the leader.
나이가 많아요.
What did he say? Wait.
나이가 많아요.
He's old.
1999년생.
Born in 99. Come on now.
출생 맞고.
He's still a baby.
우리는 다음으로 시작한다.
저는 든든한 맏형. 그러니까 놀 때는 진짜 저희랑 완전 재밌게 놀고, 그리고 또 해야 될 때는 잡아주는 연준이 형이거든요.
비글 4마리를 키운다던데요. 네, 맞습니다. 비글, 수빈, 범규, 태연, 휴닝 카이. 저의 귀여운 비글 4마리.
That was a good edit.
맨날 엄마한테 엄마 나 동생 한 명만 더 낳아주면
Yeah, you got a bunch of them.
이랬거든요. 심심하다고 외롭다고. 근데 뭐 지금은 거의 뭐 친동생 4명 있으니까.
I've asked for that too once before when I was little.
안 심심해요.
But I already had 3 brothers, but they were all much older than me. So it was me asking for someone at least somewhere remotely in my age range.
심심한 게 아니라 시끄러워요.
Because I'm kind of a pseudo only child in a way.
재밌어요. 와우.
Yeah, definitely.
패션이랑 멋 저렇게 보면
Definitely one of those kind of like, I'd say, Hangjung of 80s, to where I'm like, holy shit, I would never wear that in a million years, and you are pulling it the fuck off. Kind of one of those guys.
를 표현하는 하나의 방식인 것 같아요.
연준 definitely.
I mean, he's wearing a
pays
bike
lot of
lock on his
attention
neck.
To his style.
Right. He doesn't limit his choices.
형이요? 저 형 다 입어요 그냥. 매일마다 새로운 옷을 입고 나와.
Certainly very, like, wait. I wanted to go back. There was one that was,
style.
Right. He doesn't
this one is bold.
limit his choices.
Very,
저 형 다 입어요 그냥. 매일마다 새로운 옷을 입고 나와요.
very non, like, gender specific. Okay, that was really
이때
funny.
제가 작년에 찍은 사진인데 한창 이때 치마를 즐겨 입던 때여서.
That's very funny.
제가 뭐라고 얘기했죠? 아,
A lot of his style kind of reminds me of what's his name?
치마 입을 수 있습니다.
In 2021, Yeonjun modeled in New York Fashion Week for the brand
The
Olkin.
One Direction boy.
He later went on to collaborate
Harry
with them to
Styles?
design his own collection called Run Up. In 2022, Yeonjun was announced as the new brand ambassador and guest creative director for the streetwear brand Privé Alliance. In 2023, TXT was announced as Dior's first group global ambassadors.
형, 대도 않는 개가 치는 건 진짜 별로예요. 뼈 때렸어. 혹시 햄버거 색깔이 뭔지 아세요? 버건디.
I love a good dad joke. I do.
아니야. 야, 내가 든다고.
His contacts looked crazy.
안 그래도
Kind of freaking me out.
혹시 빌 게이츠가 노래 어떻게 부르는지 아세요? 마이크로 소프트하게. 날 산타.
If you don't appreciate a good dad joke, you have no soul.
아 뭐야? 빌리. 한쪽은 빌리고 한쪽은 진약. 한쪽은 빌리고 한쪽은 진약.
She didn't laugh at all. She couldn't even feign it.
바나나 먹으면 나한테 바나나.
샌드위치에서 오 뭐야?
Why he sniffed the banana though.
이거 무슨 우유 제일 좋아해요?
Okay, he is actually taking these dad jokes to like they're a reach. Some of these are a reach. Sandwich you a Merry Christmas?
아, 나는 알러우. 나 커피 우유.
연준이 형 한 번 더 크게 얘기해 줘.
곧 갑니다.
곧 가네요. 곧 갑니다. 곧 가네요.
곶감.
They're not even dad jokes. They're just wordplay.
정적.
This is what I would probably say I think of the most with him. Stacy girls.
I love it. Stunning. Oh my god. Oh my god.
현장에 계신 기자님들의 질문을 받는 순서로 진행을 하겠습니다.
That was an aggressive.
기자님들의 질문을 받는 순서로 진행을 하겠습니다.
There was nothing else going on up there. I should do more of these relay dances. They're always so much fun.
매주 더쇼 방송이 끝나면 공개되는
지연.
미공개 꿀잼 영상들은 더쇼 부캐 프로그램 비하인드 더쇼와 더쇼 온라인 채널 더 K-팝에서 확인해 주시고요.
Hey, get your camera time.
처음 알려드릴 곡은 가장 최근에
The internet will have things to say about that.
5시 53분에 하늘에서 발견한
Yeah, this is what I'm very familiar with. This kind of energy from him.
생일 축하합니다. 일단 들어봐. 들어보라고. 들어. 생일 축하합니다. 사랑하는 최범규.
The Mariah Carey version.
생일 축하합니다.
See, this is why you need people like Soobin to balance this out. Wow, this song was everywhere. How many times did they listen to this also on VLive? This is the second time in this guide alone. There it is again. I think this was the first clip we saw. They did it for Christmas. So this is when he's sober. The only time I've seen him drunk is on SUGA's show. At least that's the only time I've seen him drunk. I wonder what he's like in a party atmosphere when drinking. This is him sober.
대부분 저를 보시면은 처음 보시는 분들은 좀 셀 것 같다, 좀 사나워 보인다 하시는 분들이 있는데 제가 보기와 다르게 우리 모아들은 아시다시피 다정하잖아요.
Intimidating.
저기서 지구 반대편에 가가지고 뭐 브라질 가가지고 다정이 무슨 뜻이야 하면 최현준이라는 뜻이야.
Oh yeah, you always have one of these too in every group. You always got one of these. Get a nice good grab a butt.
말랑거려요.
This would be the one aspect I'd have trouble if I were ever in a group. Being able to put up with too much of this, it would be tough. But also, American culture very different. Healing.
The members often joke that the way Yeonjun and Soobin look completely contrast their personalities.
Really? Do people keep saying that Yeonjun looks intimidating? I don't know if I really see it. Sure, in performance, I guess if you've only seen performance, because he's like kind of a performance monster.
Appears soft and quiet, is strong-minded and self-assured. Whereas Yeonjun, who outwardly appears strong and confident, is actually very soft and innocent.
That's what they mean.
사람들이 생각하는 나하고 수빈이 이미지가 반대라니까.
근데 나는 일부 동의해. 나는 일부 동의해. 알아 몰라. 이게 약간 생긴 거랑 약간 달라. 그래.
사람들이 나에 대해 오해하고 있는 한 가지가 있다면 보통 저를 처음 보시는 분들은 제가 인상이 좀 세게 생겼나 봐요. 그래서 셀 것 같다. 뭐 네 가지가 없어 보인다. 그렇게 제 첫인상을 말씀하시는 분들이 되게 많은데 알고 보면 되게 바보 같고 순진하고 무서워하는 것도 많고 그런 사람입니다. 네, 오해하지 말아주세요.
I guess I just don't think about that with a lot of idols because every idol on the planet seems to have some form of duality. So what you see on the stage is just never what you get behind the scenes all the time, usually, most of the time.
Because of Yeonjun's sweet personality and comforting words, Moa referred to him as Healing, a nickname adopted from the name Yeonjun's mom gives him.
힐링아, 너의 닉네임을 힐링이라고 했던 엄마의 소망이 이루어져 기쁘다. 너는 엄마에게 힐링이 되는 존재이기도 했지만
It looks like every year they have one of these Dream Week things.
연준
Their cozy
이런 말
time?
하기 좀 부끄럽지만 슬퍼하지 않는 방법 조언해 주실 수 있나요? 이런 말 하기 좀 부끄럽지만 뭐 부끄러울 게 뭐가 있죠? 그리고 뭐 위버스든 뭐든 저한테 고민 상담하시거나 뭐 저희가 이제 글 쓸 때 뭐 그런 얘기 하시잖아요. 슬프다든지 우울하다든지 이런 얘기 하는데 전혀 거부감 느끼지 말아주세요. 그냥 편하게 얘기해 주셨으면 좋겠고 우선은 전혀 부끄러울 것도 이상한 것도 아닌 정말 너무나도 지극히 자연스러운 현상입니다.
Sure is. It sure is natural. I also always sometimes have a I think two ways about this. So where sometimes these people doing these things on V Lives and Bubble, what have you, don't really have any other place to do it sometimes. They don't have friends or family that either will listen or that they think they can talk to, yet they feel comfortable kind of putting it out there in the abyss of to their idol, thinking that maybe they won't see it or at least it's out there, putting it out there. And I think that is a healthy thing. But I also then think of like, it's really hard on the position of an idol taking this in and you don't really know this person and you are indebted with so much in someone telling you they're depressed and you have to, I don't know, be able to deal with that, but also put on an interesting live at the same time. And like for everyone, it's hard to do. It's really hard to do. Some people would call that like trauma dumping or whatever. I don't know if I really agree with that. I feel like, I don't know. There's too much really in there, I guess, to really unpack in just one pause that I just did. There's a lot to unpack there, basically.
SNS에다가 모아분들하고 소통을 하면서 한번 이런 얘기를 한 적이 있는데
저희를 좋아해 주시는 것도 너무 감사하지만 저희보다
He certainly has unique looks, that's for
자신을 더
sure.
사랑해 줬으면 좋겠다고 말한 적이 있어요.
범규.
Beomgyu's turn. Yeah, they're motherfucker. All these guys are taller than me. What the hell? He has a parrot? Yeah, I forget how young they all are. Even though they've been around for
Beomgyu was
5
scouted
years
by
now.
a casting manager who came to his school in Daegu to ask whether he would come to Seoul to audition for Big Hit. However, Beomgyu declined this offer as he was in the middle of preparing for his exams. Despite his refusal, Big Hit's casting manager did not give up and offered to come back to Daegu to collect Beomgyu for his auditions after he finished his exams.
This is the other form of never give up.
After passing his audition,
On the side of the
Beomgyu
casting.
was immediately offered a spot on the debut team. But once again, Beomgyu rejected Big Hit's offer,
Dang.
saying that he didn't plan on becoming an idol as he wanted to play guitar in a band instead.
Word. That makes me
Despite
like
this,
you more.
Big Hit eventually convinced Beomgyu to stay, and he finally accepted their offer and went on to train for 2 years as part of Big Hit's debut team. While Beomgyu may have been a tough trainee to recruit initially, once he was accepted into Big Hit, he became 100% dedicated to achieving his new idol dream.
And he probably loved their
deciding to
rock
postpone
era
his school
sound
studies
then.
for
Let's bring
1
it
year
back.
so he could focus exclusively on training.
Skills?
For someone who had no dance experience before becoming a trainee, Beomgyu's dance skills are very impressive. Over time, he has managed to evolve his style and develop a distinctive way of dancing that complements both his onstage aura and body lines.
Yeah, I definitely remember this song. This is the one thing too of like in a group that is so great in their performance, you're gonna notice a weak link. Everyone has to kind of meet a certain base level to hang. So I don't think you're really gonna have any weak dancers in this group. Ooh, I don't know this one. Oh, with the leather pants. Dancing in leather pants just feels like an extra level of difficulty. Yeah, I think we saw that performance too. That was Mama 2023.
Beomgyu has a deep vocal tone that has a unique and charming breathy quality to it.
We love our deeper tones. So many in K-pop sit in a higher range. Oh, what a shot. The confetti on his head. Whoa, these live versions for the Tiny Desk are sick. The synthesizer sounds so awesome. Wow. Yeah, that Tiny Desk is awesome. Everyone talks up that album a lot. Primarily, I remember people talking it up a lot because I didn't like Good Boy Gone Bad very much at all. But they're like, the album is good. This song I'll keep coming back to. I don't know what album this is on, but I dig the hell out of it.
In March 2022, Beomgyu released his first official solo cover, Wonder by Adoy. The following November, he released his second cover, You by Lainey.
Ooh, this sounds real good. Great song choices for both of these covers. And not that I knew them beforehand, but they both sound great. And he still got to live his guitar dream.
Despite training as a rapper, due to TXT's rap-like discography, Beomgyu hasn't had many opportunities to rap.
Yeah, everyone for these rap portions have been completely suitable, just fine. I'm glad we don't spend too much time on that.
Along with being a talented self-taught guitarist, Beomgyu also has relative pitch, meaning he can recognize and reproduce musical notes by comparing their pitch against a reference point.
Hey!
어떤 노래든 리코더로
We've seen some clips from that show, I'm pretty sure. Taehyun on it?
공감이 있고 또 이제 형 저는 I'm genius, yeah. 그래서 근데 좀 신기하지 않나요? 저 진짜 어떤 노래를 해달라고 해도 다 해드릴 수 있어요.
I'm sorry, no, I'm not sorry.
This is me. I'm Beomgyu.
Middle child.
이제 이렇게 앉은 이유를
I feel like where you are in, well, middle child of the group, right? But I mean, in your own family, I think where you are born really says a lot about you in terms of whether you're the oldest, a middle child, or the youngest. I don't know if I give off youngest energy, but I certainly feel like a youngest. Oldest is going to be most like their parents, for sure. Youngest is going to be the least like their parents. And at least for my family, I think that is 1000% true. I'm the least like my family.
근데 전 진짜 애매한 자리인 것 같아요.
왜요?
저는 형동. 저는 딱 중간에 형생.
None of you are old.
범규는 형 라인일까요? 동생 라인일까요? 팬들 사이에서도 의견이 분분한 주제거든요.
동생 라인이죠. 왜냐면은 갖고 있는
아우라가 아우 같아요?
그런 느낌이죠.
해명 방송 잠깐만 하고 갈게요. 둘이 같은 나이죠? 그렇죠. 몇 개월 차이죠?
6개월 차이죠.
근데 저는 이렇게 3개월밖에 차이가 안 나니까 아 나는 그래도 생일로 따졌을 때도 형 라인이 좀 가깝지 않나 이렇게 생각을 했. 이 형 표정 봐요.
나 진작에 듣고
He was giving no expression.
나도 그렇게 생각하는 게 3개월이 좀 애매하긴 해.
그쵸 애매해요 여러분.
Tiny? Tiny in what way? Tiny energy.
While Beomgyu is by no means short,
No.
he has certain mannerisms that make him appear a lot smaller than he actually is. Because of this, MOA have endearingly nicknamed him Jokomi, which means tiny in Korean.
어이 쪼꼬미. 안녕, 나 쪼꼬미.
저 진짜 한 번만 올려주시면 안 돼요? 진짜 조금만. 저 조금만 더 조금만.
This is a good clip.
이거 어떻게 내려가요?
Oh, they're even framing it.
발가락 지났어요. 못 내려가.
Brother, you're like 2 feet off the ground, if that.
범규 형은 되게 그 같이 있을 때 에너지가 좋은 사람인 것 같아요. 제가 이렇게 뭔가 촬영하고 뭐 할 때 제가 조금 에너지가 안.
Yeah, I remember I thought back when I lived in New York, I was like, maybe I should try to go to their concert, but it was like way overpriced in terms of not just the initial sales. I mean, like the resale pricing, because, you know, you're never going to get a straight up ticket to a K-pop show these days. Thanks, Ticketmaster. But they are coming to Tacoma, which is south of Seattle. I saw twice down there at the Tacoma Dome. It is a pain in the ass just to get there, even though it's only like 40 minutes away. So I don't know if I probably won't go, because I also know it's going to be crazy expensive, but it would be nice.
괜찮아요. 원경이 다 절충을 해줘요.
By the way, Yeonjun there looked like he just got over a hangover or was getting over a hangover. Oh my god! No, I definitely did not see that episode of Idol Next Door. I would have remembered that. This is another type of energy that would be difficult to deal with in a group.
Get your crayon! Get your crayon! Why so serious? Come on!
Oh my god!
Come on, boys! Come on! Get your crayon!
야.
머리, 오케이, 머리 발.
연필이랑 준 이유는 이걸 일단 패치하는 거지.
뭐라 얘기해봐.
The bird move! By far the most chaotic we've seen so far. This is another song I really don't come back to very much.
일어나서 보면은
Don't really care for it.
생겼잖아요. 촬영 중에도 거울 보면서 오늘 셀카 잘생겼는데 약간 이런 식으로.
맨 해 그거를.
네,
처음으로 한게 아니라
네.
드라마도 아니고.
네.
이번에 저희 앨범 저희는 먼저 보잖아요. 앨범이 나오면은 앨범 보면서 이제 뭐 연준이 나오면 이렇게 돌리고 뭐 스맨 나오면 이렇게 돌리다가 자기 나오면 미쳤다 이런.
범기야 너무 잘생겼다.
Know your worth.
이거 묻었네. 자리가 있어요. 범규가
너무 무서워. 너무 잘생겨가지고 고민이거든요.
He's a clown.
범규가 너무 예쁘게 생겨서 흑발도 잘 어울리긴 하는데 사실 난 범규 탈색했을 때가 진짜 멋있었어.
이런 사람이에요. 뭘 해도 잘 어울린다고.
네.
무대들을
I liked his two-tone color.
이렇게 열더라고요.
네.
뭐
That was like,
본인이
was that
생각하는
Love Song
특별한
era?
그 도입부
I don't
파트를
remember.
맡기는 이유가 있을까요?
팀의 이 정체성이죠 이게. 얘네가 얘 빅히트 애들이야? 무대 딱 봐야겠다 해서 딱 했는데 벌스에 좀 이쁘장하게 잘생긴 애가 나와가지고 또 그의 상반되는 또 반전 매력 목소리로 이제 막 저음으로 노래 싹 하면서 표정까지 잘해요.
Oh yeah, exuding confidence. Oh, he likes to annoy his members. You didn't convince me of that when you showed me how chaotic he was.
본인이라고요?
이게 제가 잘하는 거거든요. 이제 저는 평상시에 이제 거의 뭐 잠잘 때 빼고
그걸 아는 거예요 본인이?
알지만 즐겁잖아요.
고민을 하다가
Taehyun has his mouth open all the time, by the way. I love it.
네. 참아요. 바로 저는 되는 건가요?
No. Yellow.
Green.
See, like right here. It's like his constant expression, his mouth open.
Orange. Give me the orange.
담고 있는 메시지가 좋았어요. 한 번 더 옆에서 쩝쩝거리면 이거 포크로 이렇게. 형님도 이렇게.
땡큐. 뭐하냐고.
손맛이네 손맛.
진짜 화나게 하지 마라.
하고
You're lucky this is a K-pop group family. I was gonna say, if this were like true brothers,
뒤로 그만. 아니
and you weren't on camera, your ass would have been beat many times over.
왜 골로 가? 왜?
At least in my family.
왜?
Idols are so bad at this game. They're always so bad at this transfer game.
일부러 저런 거. 차이네 일부러.
어디 줬지 내가?
Tell us your best joke.
사실 난 농담을 별로 안 좋아해갖고.
수빈이 형 잘생겼어요.
You're silly. Yeah.
Wow.
In contrast to his loud and chaotic image, when alone, Beomgyu is actually very quiet, sentimental, and thoughtful.
Tender.
This warm, softer side to him is clear in
This is another thing that I feel like they just say about every idol of, that ever existed. Again, I wait for the time where they're like, nah, yeah, he's a dick.
the way he is extremely
They'll never do
attentive and
that.
caring to those around him.
범규가 생각보다 되게 좀 뭔가 자상하고 따뜻해요. 생각보다.
저는 그러면 범규 형의 예리함을 고르겠습니다.
Sharpness.
살짝
뭐 예리하지?
예리한 면이 있거든요.
아, 그래?
뭐라고 해야 되지? 눈치도 있다고 생각하고.
그래요? 왜? 눈치 있지. 범규가 되게 특이한 때 눈치가 빨라요.
Observant.
근데 제가 뭔가 기분이 나쁜 일이
Witty.
있거나 하면은 범규가 제일 먼저 눈치채요.
봤죠. 나 이런 사람이야.
난 눈치 잘 못 채.
한 날은 진짜 컨디션이 너무 안 좋아갖고 안무 레슨에 빠진 적이 한 번 있었어요. 범규한테는 막 카톡이 오면서 이제 막 메신저가 오면서 이제 되게 막 괜찮냐, 무슨 일 있냐, 내가 괜찮다 이래도 형 빨리 말해줘라, 나 다 안다. 막 말할 때까지 계속 물어봐주고.
이제 그냥 어느 날 되게 평범한 날이었는데 제가 그렇게
Sixth sense.
기분이 그렇게 좋은 날이 아니었어요. 근데 뭔가 안 풀려서 되게 좀 살짝 꿍이 있었는데 이제 범규가 톡으로 그러더라고요. 괜찮냐고. 형, 저는 언제나 형 편이라고. 이렇게 얘기를 해주는데 그때 제가 좀 순간 약간 뭔가 좀 읽자마자 좀 찡하더라고요. 네.
I love how intently he's listening.
데려가줬어요. 너무 고마웠어요. 사실 저 휴가 때도 막 갈 데도 없고 되게 외롭게 보낼 뻔했는데 범규 형이 진짜 휴가 배정 받자마자 저한테 이제 한번 대구 같이 가보는 거 어떠냐고.
단체 범규 굉장히 어쩔 때는 섬세한 면이 있어요. 일본에서 저희가 료칸을 간 적이 있었는데 거기 안에 범규 씨랑 저 방에서 같이 저희가 막 보드게임하면서 놀았어요. 그 안에 스피커가 있었는데 되게 음질이 좋아서 제가 그거를 검색을 해봤는데 되게 비싼 거예요. 그래서 와 이거 되게 스피커 좋다 하고.
Why do they have these things, whatever the hell these things are, in like parks and everything all the time? I've seen a lot of idols use. What is it? Is it just supposed to be a fun little swingy swing? What the hell is it?
일본 일정이 끝나고 한국에 와가지고 도착하는 날 갑자기 범규 씨가 숙소로 올 수 있냐고 물어봐가지고 가니까.
I've seen it used many times. I can't tell if it's supposed to be just a fun little swing or it's an ab workout. Is it supposed to be like one of those things you used to put around your waist with like a belt? Like a hip abduction?
Taehyun.
Probably, I mean, I've never really claimed an official bias in this group, but most likely mine. Squirrel. You can't be a squirrel and a cat. What the hell is that? Squat.
Working as a child model and actor when he was young, it seems Taehyun was always meant to be in front of the camera. After seeing the group SHINee perform their debut song Replay, Taehyun
It is weird though when it's these younger idols and it's like when he worked as a child actor, I'm like, that photo looks too HD. What do you mean child actor? That looks like it was in 2017. And then sometimes you're like, oh shit, it was in 2017. I'm old.
After seeing the group SHINee perform their debut song Replay, Taehyun dreamed of becoming an idol. And it would seem that the idol industry was dreaming of having him too, as Taehyun was scouted by 20
SHINee's done it to a lot.
but eventually chose Big Hit because it was the closest to his house. Upon hearing
Practical.
rumors about his visuals, a Big Hit casting manager came to Taehyun's school in an effort to cast him, but they could not find him, so they had to ask one of Taehyun's classmates for his number.
These
When
casting,
Big Hit finally got in contact with him,
they're
in typical Taehyun
determined.
fashion, he questioned the agent about why he should even become a trainee when he excelled at studying and could get into a good school. The agent replied saying, "You're really driven to study and you're good at sports too. I have no doubt you'll be #1 as a trainee too if you put as much passion into it as you do now with these things. That was enough to convince Taehyun to audition.
Like I had
During
said
his first
before,
monthly
he really did seem like a great speaker and just not just well spoken, but you can tell he's smart.
evaluation, Taehyun ranked 10th out of 10 trainees. However, over the course of his 3-year trainee period, Taehyun's passion led to steady improvement. This would culminate in his last evaluation,
Sometimes you're a grower,
where
not a
Taehyun
shower.
ranked first and became the only trainee to ever tie with Big Hit's legendary trainee and future bandmate, Yeonjun. The members constantly say that passion is Taehyun's greatest trait, and this shines through in everything he does, including his skillful and distinct dance style.
So they're really only showing this dance break part of the song, but I have heard the song is really good. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I love his energy. Like, his facial expressions are great. These dance break versions are sick. Whoa. Pushing off the ground there was so smooth. Here we go. These are the highlights. This is my highlight.
Taehyun's vocal finesse and ability to add powerful emotion to his voice
Oh, yeah.
means singing is where he really shines.
His bits of rawness that he adds in his vocals are what just sold me. B-side that I know. I had just said in the previous video I did with Stray Kids and their Vanity Fair interview that idols always cover Bruno Mars, and we've gotten so many of that already in this guide. I mean, they love Michael Jackson, so he's a very good modern like transition in some ways. Whoa. And they're not going to use his raw tone in Love Song? That's where it really struck me first. Wow. I mean, we watch this, but that arena... Oh my god. God dang.
Taehyun has released 2 official solo covers, Let Me by Zayn and Over and Over Again by Nathan Sykes, which was recorded when he was a trainee.
I don't know who the hell Zayn is. Granted, I don't know the majority of these artists they choose to cover.
So don't ever think I need more. I've got to want to live for. No.
We definitely didn't watch this, did we? As one of my favorite, like any vocalist that is like a standout on a group for me, I want to see on this show. We have seen a lot of episodes of Limousine Service, but this is a must. This is a must at some point.
I'm telling you, just put your heart in my hand. Promise it won't get broken. Never forget this moment. It will stay brand new. 'Cause I love you over and over again.
Ooh.
Currently,
A rap
Taehyun has
portion.
not had many opportunities to showcase the rap skills he learned during his trainee period.
These usually come in the form of a BTS cover. That's good. Like I said, let's not force it. We don't need groups rapping when it's not like a core or big factor of them. Hey, Tabber.
안녕하세요. 태연입니다. Just call me Taehyun.
Ah, I missed that show. Was that?
Just call me Taehyun.
I don't know if that was official request or if that was
Taehyun.
Jessi interviewing them.
The smart way.
멤버들도 인정한 팀 내 명언 제조기이다.
뭐야? 되게
어록이
멋있게 준비됐어.
어록이 뭐가 이렇게 많아? 나 뭐야? 뭐야? 나 플라톤이야?
태연 is good at. He is smart.
Smart.
Why do you say it like that?
Studying.
Yeah, that's right. Good at talking.
Good at talking.
Good at talking.
Using his brain.
Wow, that's funny. That's like I mean, those were all the things that I picked up on. And yeah, they basically just said it.
아 잠깐만. 내려오세요 아저씨. 진짜 너무하네. 근데 다들 왜 이렇게 어렵게 한 거예요? 근데 다들 왜 이렇게 어렵게 한 거예요?
They didn't know that you could extend it?
맞네.
지식인상 후보부터 확인해 보겠습니다.
지식인상?
Did they do their own award show amongst the members? That's amazing.
야전 침대가.
That's it? He's the only nominee?
너무하다 진짜.
None of them are worthy of a nominee outside of him.
아니 이건 아니지.
That's pretty funny.
진짜 너무하다. 와 누굴까? 내가 받을 수 있을까?
올해 굉장히 쟁쟁한 경쟁 상자가 많았던 걸로 알고 있는데요. 그러면 발표하도록 하겠습니다.
Who could it be?
투두 100회 특집 퉁망진창 어워드 지식인상의 수상자는 강태현 씨 축하드립니다.
I love they had 3 different versions of him.
As a child, Taehyun used to make educational videos encouraging other kids to learn English.
I'm going to beach and camping. Where? I don't know that, but it's fun. It was fun?
Cute.
Taehyun's natural curiosity and passion for knowledge comes through in his solo variety show, Academy Reincarnation, where he attends academies for studying, hobbies, exercise, and more.
Huh. Really, I would not expect this from him. Really?
I picked Taehyun because he likes to work out and
Work out.
a lot of sports.
Yeah, of course it's
Suit's
me.
English kills me. I love it.
This is my workout band. 무게별로 이렇게 설정이 돼 있는데 X-Lite 제일 가벼운 건 까지도 않았어요. 쓸모 없습니다.
I don't really like workout bands to begin with. Like, I'm just not a fan.
제가 써도 돼요?
그러세요.
태연이가 아무것도 없어 보이지만 알고 보면 근육이 굉장히 많아요.
Yeah, I really wouldn't expect him to. I guess I did always see him as smaller. magician.
이번 생에서라고 생각을 하면 가수가 되지 않았더라면은 그냥 좋은 학교 진학해서 좋은 직업 갖는 게 꿈이었을 것 같아요. 그냥 사자 들어간 직업.
He does
마법사
feel
이런 거.
very practical.
왜 다 고개 내리세요? 마법사 무시하세요?
What did you want to do with your life before you started doing music?
Actually, I just want to be a magician.
Do you know any magic?
Being a magician is not practical though.
Something to vanish, like.
Vanish.
Do you have any coin or card? Everything,
have
anything
chapstick.
is okay.
Chapstick
Of
is
course.
good.
Okay,
This is
show me.
okay.
He's confident too. Wait, that was pretty slick. That was pretty slick.
Okay, show me. Okay.
Sleight of hand. It was good. It was a good sleight of hand. That was good. Great song choice too. Perfect for it. Wow, he's good actually. Dude can control the cars. Guys, it's the expression for all of them. He's the perfect audience member. Unbothered. From what we've seen before, you need to be this to survive. This is the only way he could survive. Oh my god, they're taking his shoes off. I'm sure that picture came out great. You're not mad, are you? He is soft too. Soobin for sure soft.
잠시만 봐봐 이거 궁금하잖아. 기다려봐 10초만 갖고 와봐.
이게 범균인 게 확실해. 범균이 항상
You know, based on personality and the way that he interact, like he does give leader vibes for sure. He really does.
아니 그게 아니라 듣자마자 화가 확 나잖아. 열이 확 나잖아.
야 정확하네.
연준이 머리 만져주세요.
한사님 저는 손이 없습니다.
FM 형을 설명해주는 단어다. FM.
왜요?
응? FM 몰라?
FM이 뭐야?
형은
약간-
이양 에러.
What were your first impression of each other? 첫인상.
Oh, the puppy interview. I want to do a marathon of these puppy interviews.
Not now. 와, 몇 년 만에 졸업하는 거예요? 한 4년 꿇지 않았어요?
He's always looking to grab something to hit people with.
양심을 속이고 우승을 취했지만 형은 양심도 속이고 우승도 못했네. 아니야 이것도 연기일 수도 있어.
아니야, 그렇게 똑똑한 형 아니야.
정신 연령으로 가죠.
그러면 제가 제일 먼저 했어야죠.
와,
야 이거 내 방 냄새 나.
나를 꼭 심하게 해요.
아니 진짜 객관적으로 봤을 땐 제가 제일 잘생기지 않았어요?
너무 주관적이다.
I like someone who's quick-witted and witty
While
like that.
Taehyun can be savage and blunt at times, he is often like a cute and playful kid.
네, 태연이 약간 뭔가 이 T의 정석 같잖아요. 근데 은근히 태연이가 애교를 보일 때도 있고 막 되게 애기같이 웃을 때가 있거든요. 아 맞다 이게 막내였지라는 생각과 함께 좀 그런 매력이 있는 거 같아요.
그러니까 태연이가 항상 막 되게 굳건하고 어른스럽다고 얘기하지만 생각보다 애 같을 때가 꽤 많아갖고
정의 이름으로 널 용서치 않겠다.
He's fat.
너무 귀여운데?
누구야?
What is this?
Many people
What
view
was
Taehyun
that?
as cold. In fact, he himself insists that he is cold like Antarctica. However, as much as he tries to deny it, his affection, love, and warmth towards the members and MOA is very clear.
근데 저는 태연이가 자기는 뭐 잘 안 웃는다 이러는데 당신이 제일 많이 웃어.
맞아. 아니 얘기하고 있으면 옆에서 혼자 제일 낄낄대고 있어.
아니 그거는 여러분들한테만 제 웃음이 관대한 거예요. 저 다른 사람들이 안 웃어줬습니다.
He has a special affection for them.
5 멤버 중에 투모로우바이투게더라는 팀을 가장 사랑하는 멤버인 것 같고 또 멤버들에 대한 애정도 보이는 것보다 훨씬 깊고.
Taehyun not only takes the time to carefully read fan letters, but he has also posted response letters online, where he thanks MOA
Holy
individually
crap, that's long.
by referencing things they wrote in their letters.
Who sent me the letter along with Pikachu? Whoa. A man of many languages. I mean, well, 3, but that's a lot to me.
아시다시피 제가 사랑한다는 말을 좀 쉽게 잘 안 하는데요. 사랑합니다.
Oh, he has him in the palm of his hand. He's someone that I've changed, I guess, my opinion of over time. Not changed my opinion of, but like I've my initial impressions were changed, I guess. Like vocally, I think he's had a bit of a glow up over the last couple comebacks, but also from what I saw on the game Caterers when we watched that, I always kind of pictured him as kind of a awkward, kind of awkward and dweeby. And I think he still has an essence of that, but he's a lot more. Yeah, he's sure got a unique look, just like his sis. Some German blood.
Growing up with his dad being a musician and TV personality in China, it seems that like Taehyun, Kai was destined for a career in the entertainment industry. Both Kai and his older sister Leah dreamed of following in their father's footsteps and becoming singers, so they would often audition for companies as a duo. But after a series of rejections, the sibling duo decided that they would attend one last audition, but once again they did not hear back. However, during this final audition, Kai must have left a strong impression, as one of the employees present at this audition eventually went on to get a job at Big Hit and decided to reach out to Kai to cast him. This casting manager was the same person who had already played a central role in scouting Taehyun, and who would eventually go on to cast Beomgyu 6 months later. After Kai passed his Big Hit audition, he started his 2.5-year trainee period in hopes of becoming a singer-songwriter. Big Hit, however, had bigger plans for Kai, and encouraged him to learn dancing during this time, which ultimately led Kai to be accepted into the debut lineup.
Yeah, bro, just learn dancing, all right? Just real quick, if you could just learn dancing for us.
In 2017, Kai's older sister Leah did go on to debut in the girl group Viva, but they are now inactive.
Now that I didn't know.
Since then, Leah has re-debuted as a soloist and model.
Look at that.
After ranking second on Mnet's 2021 survival show, Girls Planet 999, Kai's younger sister Hia has now also debuted
Whole
as part
family
of
of
the temporary
success.
girl group Kepler. For someone who was encouraged by Big Hit to just try dancing,
just
Huening
learn it
Kai's
real
dance ability is evidence of how hard he worked as a trainee.
Yeah, his ability in general has been popping so much more for me recently. From vocals to dance to visual, everything. And the song also was everywhere. He's not the tallest, though, in the group. He looks like he is. He has a very... He just seems lankier. Like, he still looks it here. I'm pretty sure Soobin was taller, though.
Only 9 months after debut, Kai performed a solo stage at Mama, one of the biggest awards shows in Korea.
Yeah, right after same year's debut, 2019. This is giving me the same vibe of like this past year, Inche having her solo stage.
In July 2023, Kai and Yeonjun were chosen as the artists for Studio Choom's Mix and Max series.
Yes, I feel like that was the last one that I saw.
Kai is an incredibly talented vocalist who manages to utilize his range and powerful vocal color to match the versatility of TXT's discography.
When we're high, when we're low, 넌 늘 곁에. Oh my youth, 가득 차 너의 온기. 따스한 너의 숨결에 서늘했던 내 세계. 마침내 피어난 봄, 나의 blue spring. 허공위를 달려서 땅을 향해.
We're going back to this clip a lot, but I really liked this performance. And it's a way they can distill the vocals a little bit more, even though they're not purely raw on this show. Again, I'm super fucking sold on this song. Ooh. That song has the ability to be like all-timer TXT song for me. Yeah, he was really great for this stage. There's Taehyun right there. This collab was an epic stage. One of the best performances of Mama this year, or last year.
Kai has released 2 official solo covers, Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne and Youngblood by 5 Seconds of Summer.
I don't know I don't know a single 5 Seconds of Summer song. That's what they're called, right? That's what it said. I think that's just way past my time. I was still in the realm of some One Direction stuff. 5 Seconds of Summer sounds like, oh, it's this song. Yeah, I know this. Sketchbook. Bit more my era here. Very funny that he covered this. I also like how he didn't change the lyrics.
Second to Yeonjun, Kai is the member that raps the most in TXT.
What is this song? This song fucks. This is like the type of BTS song I come back to the most.
Having learned instruments from a young age,
Dope,
Kai is an
Fire,
extremely
Danger.
talented instrumentalist.
Multi-talented. As they all are, always. There he goes. I feel like it's a lot harder to play with. Those are some baggy ass clothes from pants to the hoodie. I feel like it's more difficult to play like that. You got a lot of drummers just playing naked because they get too hot. What?
Kai also has perfect pitch.
It's got those
meaning he
artist
can identify and
genes.
produce a musical note without a reference point.
휴닝 카이 C 플랫.
This show is always awkward for me because of all the fans, and it always makes me feel awkward watching it.
두 개예요. 음이승입니다.
휴닝카이.
휴닝카이?
솔씨.
What is this? Isn't this like after school club?
Introduce myself, yeah. Hi guys, this is Kai. The hue to the ning to the kai to the cut to the mo. Kai, come on.
Taehyun with his open mouth again.
가장 지켜주고 싶은 멤버?
하나, 둘, 셋.
저요?
이것도 그나마 지켜주고 싶은 거지 완전 지켜주고 싶진 않은데 너무 많이 커버려갖고 휴닝이 지켜주세요.
휴닝카이를 처음 봤을 때
우와.
어떤 생각, 첫인상이 어땠는지.
휴닝이 진짜 방금 태어난 것 같았지.
Like a newborn. You've got it all over you and everything.
휴닝이를 되게 연습 때 자주 안고 다녔거든요. 이제 원래는 이렇게 안으면 진짜 이렇게 애가 쬐끔해갖고 이렇게 딱 다
Oh,
여기
jeez.
다 했는데 지금은 약간
Little
안으면 좀 버거워요.
babies.
애가 또 이렇게 좀 등치가 좀 있어졌어요. 애가 또 이렇게 두꺼워졌어요. 또 안았을 때 좀 달라요.
볼살도 예전만큼 말랑거리죠. 표정 진짜 귀여운데.
Oh, the humanity.
애기였는데 지금도 애기죠. 근데 뭐 휴닝이는 뭐 40살까지 가도 저한테 애기로 보일 것 같아요. 근데
진짜. 아 너무 신기하기도 하고 이제 막내들 성인 때인데 너무 신기하기도 하고 이제
똑같은 말이에요.
5시간 정도.
V Live lag.
몇 년을 봤죠?
4년을 봤지 4년 전에.
이제 6.
아 진짜 얘네 근데 난 얘네 성인 됐으면 좋겠다 생각했는데 갑자기 닥치니까 되게 아쉽다. 너무 싫은데?
저는 다 같이 성인 되니까 좋은데요.
우리 애기 못
I mean, he looks so much like his sister. It's crazy. I see their faces on each other often.
친구를 본 적이 없어요.
이 오염된 세상에.
그렇죠. 이 오염된 세상에.
이렇게 순수한 사람은
이렇게 순수할 수가 없다.
This polluted
진짜로
world.
아직도 형들 막 패 이러고 만지고 막 인형 껴안고 자고.
너무 큰 거 아니야?
커야지 행복이 더 크다고. 인형 사람.
인형들이
True. That's just mathematics.
50이 한 20% 정도를 있는.
I mean, I don't have any,
어이가 없어갖고
but you can never have
하자고 휴닝카이가 자기 입으로
too
얘기하는
much.
거예요. 그래서 인형 하나를 툭 저기다 던졌더니 안돼 얘는 안 돼요. 얘는 그냥 하나도 못 골랐어.
많은데 이제 이렇게 던지니까 너무 마음 아프고.
He wants to throw it so much. Oh no, that was him grabbing it. I thought it was someone trying to grab it from Kai. See, this is basically me with my cat Banjo. I just treat him like a plushie and put my face against his stomach and lay my head on him. He's like my alive plushie. I'm gonna go do that right after this.
안녕.
This is something I totally got from him though on like Game Caterers. It was part of the awkwardness that I got, and a bit of the dorkiness was tied into his clumsy nature and his SpongeBob impression. Oh! It was a full box!
아니면 이렇게 잡는 것도 나쁘지 않아.
그렇게 잡을까요? 그냥
This is a TXT focused episode of Running Man? We've watched 2 episodes of that now. Dude, every idol just I think that some of them do this on purpose. I think to go viral or something. There's no way that idol cakes have like a 70% drop rate. Like they fall on the ground 70% of the time. I just don't see how it's possible. Or you have Chaewon taking off the hat.
너를 위해 준비했어.
Wow, he really is clumsy though. I drop things a lot too. My phone, notably.
별거 아닐 수도 있는데 많이 웃게 해줘요. 저희가 이제 스케줄 하다 보면은 힘들거나 지치는 순간이 많은데 그때마다 되게 많이 웃게 해주는.
This is what I was gonna say. This is why you need members like him, like Beomgyu, who are going to be more crazy. Because when you don't have the energy, maybe they can raise your spirit. Look at this. Oh my god, I love board games. When you turn board games into like life-size board games, I love this.
연준이 형, 잘 가요. 잘 가요. 안녕.
That would drive me crazy though.
라우드보이가 뭐야? 몰라요?
The round boy. Like a ring girl. Oh, that was great.
오? 저거랑?
Was it a tart? What was it? A cupcake? I couldn't even tell. Yes, I mean, it's Sheen. I would as well. Wait. Like, I needed the shot of Soobin just being like, nice. Jay's like, what the fuck is going on here?
휴닝이는 귀여운 막내이고 이제 이미지가 너무 애기애기하다 보니까 그렇지 되게 의젓하거든요.
They were all in it.
자랑스러운 동생이어서 사실 휴닝이 도움 받을 때도 있었고, 네. 휴닝이가 잘 도와줘요.
모범답안 훌륭합니다.
나중에 입금해.
While he often acts like a cute maknae, Kai has an incredibly strong mentality which sees him act as a pillar for his members, especially in situations when they need emotional support.
The Rookie of the Year awards are, I think, some of the most special ones. I really don't care if, like, the biggest group in the world, whoever you want to choose, you could choose any one of them, whether boy group or girl group, wins another Best Artist of the Year award. I kind of just don't really care. But a Rookie award is something new and fresh and special, and, like, it means something, whereas, like, those best of, it's like, yay, we won our 35th one. This is where the good shit's at.
우선 천천히 해요.
An angel.
저는 우리 휴닝이는 천사. 엔지예요.
카이 씨 심심하실 것 같은데. 선량한 카이 씨 감사해요.
What's next?
야 최고다. 뭐 똑같은 종이잖아요.
Oh, and he didn't take it.
난 이것만은 피해왔어. 야 종이 가자. 가지고 싶어요 그렇게?
공동으로 쓰면 그래도 네 이름으로 먼저 써야지.
아니야 이거 하자.
He looked like he genuinely did want it too. Now he's like, no, you can take it.
주는 나무예요 얘가.
착한 사람이 좋아. 그래서 휴닝카이도 좋아. 아 휴닝카이님이랑 안 친합니다. 그냥 그분 너무 착해가지고 반했어요. 라디오 그때 했을 때.
땀이 많이 나는데 좋습니다.
물 좀 드세요.
아유 감사합니다. 아유 감사합니다.
화이팅.
정말 근데 여러분 약간 휴닝카이를
It's always nice to people that are genuinely like this too, not just the on-camera idol on the face kind of thing. It's one of the reasons why I do like K-pop in general, because I mean you could say that it's just I also was duped by the veil of K-pop, the illusion of a lot of them being super nice and caring and heartfelt to their fans. And sure, there's not going to be 100% rate for that with idols. It's just there's going to be some idols that actually do not really care for the fan interaction and the fan stuff so much. That's just human nature. But it's one of the reasons why I am more attracted to this form of celebrity and don't give a shit about like Western pop or like Western big artists, because usually like they get covered for being assholes and people love it. You don't really get that a lot in K-pop. Like, this person was a dick and we love it, go Queen. Like, I'm not a fan of that at all. So seeing the behind the scenes little bits of kindness is really nice.
그러니까 너무 애가 그렇게 순수하고 순진하고 그렇게 착한 게 정말 눈에 그렇게 보이는데 안 좋을 수가 있나? 그렇지 않아요? 정말 감정이란 게 존재하고 사람인 이상
Jeez. Speaking like poetry here.
TXT has a lot of non-music content you can check out.
This was a
which will
great
give you a more
guide,
in-depth
by the way.
understanding of their
A
personalities
great
and group
guide.
dynamic.
Very well made. One of the better ones I've ever watched. Long as all hell. But if I was really passionate for a particular group, I would make my guide long as hell too.
Their weekly variety show, To Do TXT, involves the members doing various activities, challenges, and games, both in a group and against each other. When To Do first started, the members were still camera-shy rookies.
It's funny
but
to see
over
the
course
growth.
of the show, they have developed into 5 very chaotic variety show kings, as they are now often labeled as. Talk Today is another self-produced show by TXT.
Oh, self-produced.
Where they vlog their daily lives. The earlier seasons document their trainee period as they prepared for their debut.
Dudes are like never not on
While
camera.
the later seasons show the promotional periods of their comebacks and what they do during their breaks.
Those make me hungry.
To find other TXT content, including performances, interviews, variety show appearances, and more, check out the resource TXT Flicks. Here you'll find organized links to TXT's content,
It
along
always
with short summaries
amazes
of
me
what to
what
expect.
fans
This is linked in the description below.
what fans do and what fans can create. Like, that's nuts. That little database there, and if that is generally what it looks like, is pretty astounding. That's amazing. Well, that was an excellent guide. Thank you so much again to Balmy Bear who created this. Please give them a subscribe. I'm going to subscribe to them. That was actually so very good. And check out their channel. And thank you so much to Alina for the request. I think this is going to give me probably the greatest like wide open view of TXT and each member and who they are. Again, my experience with TXT really just lays in their title tracks and then the one KS chapter Freeze album reaction that I did. Outside of that, I don't really know many, if any, of their B-sides. I've always asked time and time again of like where I should start, which album I should go into next after that original album reaction I did, which I did really like as well. There's some B-sides on that album that I loved so much. But eventually I'll just have to do it. I'll have to like wait for a title track that I just am head over heels with and then just listen to the album. Chasing That Feeling kind of was that in a way. I just never got to the album itself, but I did really love that comeback, and it's more of a correction, I think, at least for me and my taste from the previous 2 comebacks. Definitely a correction in terms of sound that I want to hear. So yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to pigeonhole them either. As they said in this guide, they do a wide breadth of styles and sounds, and I kind of want to see them continue that as long as eventually maybe they return to that rock sound, which I thought just suited them so well more than anything else. But we will see. Thank you guys so much for watching this with me. If you want to see some extra TXT content, we have some of that over on Patreon and Fourth Wall. Like I mentioned, the album reaction and some variety like the show with SUGA and some others. So please check that out if you're interested. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you next time.